I know I'm a bit late to this whole conversation about like Elsa being a lesbian. But apparently it's really big, and I've only heard it twice. Once before I start, I think this was before I started doing YouTube, and it was on Nostalgia Critics Top 11 Disney Princess theories, which I watched, and apparently it's really big. And the second time is recently when I just watched it again, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's a thing. It's really that big. So I just want to give a basic description of it and what evidence it has within the lore, and then my opinion of it. So basically, the theory is that because Elsa doesn't marry or even have a suitor by the end of Frozen, that she's a lesbian. That's literally the entire thing. Yeah. First off, Elsa's in the first one. Brave Murder. Well, not only did she not end up with a suitor by the end of the movie, but she turned down 3 guys. So if Elsa, by what they're going off, if Elsa's a lesbian, then Merida's a super lesbian. And why do you just instantly jump to, well, if she doesn't like guys, well, then she must like girls? You know, there is such thing as asexual, correct? Right? You know, not interested in sex at all, not interested in boys, not interested in girls, and some even find the idea of sex at all repulsive. Yeah, so it's just like, you know, why do you jump to her being a lesbian? And either of them is a really big jump either way, just because she doesn't get with someone by the end of the movie. Because, in fact, it would make more sense for her to not have a suitor by the end of the movie than for her to have a suitor by the end of the movie. Because throughout the whole time, she was very, very recluse. She didn't speak to anybody, so she would have no time to like find a guy she'd want to marry. And if by the end of the movie she winsomely just had a boyfriend out of the blue, then that would be that would be stupid, because at the beginning of the movie she was like, she went to her sister, you shouldn't just marry the first guy you see. And if she just had a boyfriend like that by the end of the movie, sorry, I can't click my fingers very well unless I do that. Anyway, then it would just be going against what she said at the beginning of the movie. So yeah, it makes more sense for her to not have a suitor by the end of the movie. Heck, you should be glad that she doesn't have a suitor in it by the end of the movie, because this basically supports the fact like women don't need a man by them to be strong. They can be strong on their own and independent. So, what's my opinion of this theory? My opinion is that it's completely bullshit. Yeah, it's just a whole load of people just going. Right? It's basically this has much evidence behind it as a fan fiction. This isn't even worth a theory. If it was worth a theory, then film theory would have covered it ages ago. Just going, oh, well, she didn't have a boyfriend by the end of the movie, that must mean she likes girls. Now, would I be against her having a girlfriend? No. In fact, more power to you. If she gets a girlfriend, thumbs up. I don't give a shit. I didn't like Frozen that much. Didn't entertain me, so why would I care if she got a boyfriend or a girlfriend in Frozen 2? Yeah, I just wouldn't. And it's just like, what bugs me about this is that, you know, loads of people are just going like, oh, loads of people just be like, oh, this is a really good theory, and it's like, no. There being Asperger's in the Smash Bros. Was a good theory. This is a bad fanfic. I don't mean bad as in it shouldn't happen, I mean bad as in it doesn't really fit in with the world at all, and it doesn't take any pre-established pre-established law in the world. Also, she wouldn't be the first gay person in the Frozen movies. That goes to the I think he had a German accent, maybe German. The guy who was waving to his probably not confirmed but probably husband in the sauna. And here's the thing. Those two, at least that shows like he could have at least some interest in men. Where in the movie Elsa shows no interest in any men or women, unless I'm forgetting a part in the beginning of the movie when Anna and Elsa are talking, you know, just going over like, you know, stuff that girls generically like chocolates and stuff, and unless they mention any cute guys, then that alone would totally destroy this theory, number one. Number two, it would mean she's at least bisexual. And number three, that would mean everybody who, you know, perpetuated this didn't really give a shit what they were perpetuating, as long as they liked it, and they didn't actually bother fact checking and actually watching the first 5 seconds of the movie. Well, first 5 minutes, like there was a whole thing with them as children, and then you want to build a snowman, and so on. Well, I can't be bothered to find the clip to see if they did talk about boys or not, but if they did, then like I said, that just completely destroys this theory. But yeah, it's just like, how did a theory with such little evidence gain so much traction? And it's just stupid. So long story short, it has little evidence for it, but it's still really big. In my opinion, it's stupid, and it jumps. You could say it jumps the shark a bit, and you know, and I wouldn't be against her having a girlfriend. I want to stress this as much as I possibly can. I am not against Elsa or anybody else having a same-sex relationship. In fact, I'm all for it. You know, it's good. You know, more depiction of same-sex couples, interracial couples, and so on in a movie. In movies and the mainstream media is a good thing. Just don't make it completely forced and out of nowhere. Because to be honest, if they did it now, I really wouldn't care, but it would be a bit forced and a bit out of nowhere. Just a little bit, you have to be honest. Like, they would have to set it up a bit more than just, oh yeah, she's a lesbian now in Frozen 2, yeah, that would be too forced. They would have to ease it in and then basically just like show hints of it in Frozen 2, like maybe her oogling a woman's behind, and you know, just stuff like that, and they're not really paying much attention to how men look. And then in the third movie, you know, have a girlfriend, because that would be the best way to do it from a story standpoint, because you know, because in Frozen 1 her sexuality would be completely you know, undefined. You know, we've not been given whether she's straight or not. Just like, Oh, straight into lesbian. That's a bit far. It would be a bit fast. It would just be like, you know, just inch your way close to the lesbian bit. But yeah, if they wanted, like the nostalgia critics said, they could just milk it for years and tons of sequels, and I'm pretty sure people just keep on going back, just like, does she get a girlfriend in this movie? No. Does she get a girlfriend in this movie? No. Does she get a girlfriend in this movie? No. And they could probably do that for who knows how many sequels. And you know, if they didn't have enough, if they couldn't already print money themselves, you know, those Frozen sequels, you know, whether or not Elsa will get a girlfriend, or whether she's at least confirmed or not confirmed to be a lesbian, you know, would you know, keep on printing out more money for them. Yeah, so that's basically my opinion, and you know, the facts around the Elsa from Frozen is a lesbian. So see you guys, and I want to stress this one last time: I'm not against lesbians. I'm not against same-sex marriages. I'm just against forced plot points and you know, stuff coming out from out of the blue. And people and leaps of logic sometimes, like with what people are doing here. Bye bye.